All right, it's been a while since I posted an update, so I'm just going to do a update on the bus. So let's see. Here's the bus currently. I honestly don't even remember last time I did an update on it. Yesterday I removed the flashers up top, put in some sheet metal. Current project I'm working on is I'm changing out the headlights. An issue I'm having with them right now is going from halogen to LEDs. They're flickering like crazy when the daytime running lights are on. I just ordered a resistor. I'm gonna try and install that today. Hopefully that will fix either the too much power or just incorrect power supply. Today I'm gonna try and remove those flashers. A couple other projects I was working on. This one I was gonna complete a coolant change. That took a while because I was going to a new coolant, so it's constantly flushing it. I have the tools to really like blow all the old coolant out. I got the flooring insulation in, about 1.5 inches of insulation, and then the subfloor on top. I don't even remember from the last video, but I did put up all the new side panels, removing all those windows. The goal is to have about 2 windows around here, which will be where my desk is for work, and then 2 windows on the other side. That'll be like the kitchen. I'm still trying to find some double pane windows that I can custom order to fit these squares here. If I can't find the double pane windows, and I probably honestly won't even put windows because I just want this insulated really well. I can be able to go to Colorado, up the mountains, skiing, stuff like that, and don't have to worry about heat too much. I will be removing these back windows as well. I already have the metal here for it. I just need to trim the corners and cut them to fit and install them. I started putting up the wall strapping. I haven't done the ceiling yet because I got my solar racking in here. And I'm going to bolt this through these hat channels here. And so I want to, put this up, bolt it in before I put the wood up, so I can just avoid where the bolt's going to come through. Yeah, those are the main projects right now. Everything takes way longer than I want it to and is expected. Like for example, yesterday I drove the bus over to our house. None of my blinkers were working. So I found the fuse that was tripped. I can show you that. Yeah, look at this mess in the bus. That's just crazy. So this specific fuse down here was tripped, and that's for my whole blinker system. So I'd reset it. The resettable fuses, which are really nice. But then after turning the blinkers on, they would trip again after about a minute of running, and the whole left side of the bus still didn't work. Come to find out, when I was putting up the wood here, I put a screw through this wire, causing a short. So in the end, I just bypassed it. I'm gonna create a shorter wire. Everything works as it should now, but it took me a while to figure out what was wrong because I put in new lights in each one of these wires here and in the back. And the lights were the flashers from the top, and I knew those lights worked, but comes to find out when I plugged them in, they didn't work. But come to find out, those lights are self-grounding, so when they're connected up at the front, they're grounded and they work, but if they're not grounded, they don't work. So that took me way longer to figure out than I wanted. There's a ton of wires. Luckily, about one of these days, I'm gonna go through and about half of these wires I'm gonna remove because they're going to things like the flashers or lights that were used to be in the back, speakers that were in the back, just tons of emergency exits, just tons of stuff I no longer use. I removed these. Oh, I also removed both emergency hatches on the roof, and I can put up a picture of what the roof looks like now. It needs to be painted and everything. But so these, the front were bolted through the hat channel. Everything else is just, you know, riveted through the sheet metal. Every 2 inches, but yeah, it's not going anywhere. If I stand on this metal, it's actually thicker than the sheet metal of the bus, and it feels stronger, flexes less than, you know, what the rest of the bus does. Rivets, and then this set of rivets for the back are in the middle of this channel here. All right, so I'm gonna try to install the resistors on these lights in hopes it fixes the flickering problem for the daylight running lights. I could just pull the fuse on the daylight running lights, but I'd like them to work if they could, so I'm gonna try and figure that out again. There's one light out, or that's one of the newer lights, but I'm gonna plug this resistor in and just. I will be wiring this all differently if this does work. I just want to test it. I don't really like that dang one like that. I need to find something for that to rest on. I had the battery on the bus turned off. All right, I couldn't find anything to put that light on, so I'm just gonna go turn it on and see if it works. Well, they both seem to be working, so I guess it fixed it. Oh, it's no longer blinking. I'm gonna go try the normal running lights and then the high beams. Nice, these are the lights on. And then sorry, I already had high beams on. This is the normal lights. Alright. So I just have to find I just want a place to mount this on the other side of the bus, or underneath. Hopefully there's a place I can just zip tie. This is the box where the light goes in, so I need to get the current wire out. Here. And I'm gonna take, lots of dust running into my eyes. Try to figure out the best way to mount this. I'm gonna mount it here. But is this the best way? I think so. Oh, so there you go. Ew, what was that? Oh yeah, that ain't going anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna plug this in here. Put that light in. Send the cord saw through. Actually, before I plug it in, that's a little rusty, so I'm actually gonna treat that rust. Clean the area, treat the rust, so I don't have to do that some other time when it's worse. All right, so I'm just gonna clean the area, and then I'm gonna use this Rust-Oleum rust reformer. I actually have to treat the rust. This just binds to it and treats it itself, converts it. So.
I'll wait for that to dry, and then I'm gonna start working on the other light. I'm not gonna record that, because then you see it.
All right, time to paint. Had a while to dry, so get this painted. Let that dry and put the light in. All right. Plugged it in. It worked after I was done painting, so I'm gonna put all the screws back up, screw it back in, and should be good to go. Satisfying part. On this piece. All right, there she is. I think eventually I'll come back, take this piece back off, and then you know, take the paint off on the inside and repaint it, just so it looks nicer. But no, this is the new light. This was the old light. This old halogen literally didn't light up anything. If there's no street lights or other cars on the road, I couldn't see. But luckily, if there's no other cars on the road, I just had to stay on the road. My lane didn't matter too much, so. But yeah, this should be way better. There they are, they're done. New lights. Can't wait to get these lights painted, or the whole bus painted. Next project, removing the back emergency lights. The issue I'm having is the fact that the screws inside here are extremely corroded, and I don't know if you can see that, but I can't get them out. So I think I might have to go in from the inside and try and twist them just to try and get them at least loosened, and hopefully then I can get them out. There's only 4 that go through. The rest are just to keep the cap on. So I'm gonna go inside and see if I can get it. Spider, for any of you who are terrified of spiders. We're inside the bus. This is what the lights look from the back. There's 4 screws. I'm gonna just see if I can, you know, twist them out.
Oh, they're not budging. That doesn't seem like it's gonna work, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else.
Probably not doing myself any favors if this isn't gonna work, because now I'm just boogering up the screws themselves. Okay, let's see. Try this again. Real trouble. I'm gonna go get flathead. Yeah, it's getting stripped. So it's well, I'll do that then if you're not gonna come out. I might have to just cut those out. It's gonna be real difficult to cut, but I have to do what I have to do. All right, I'm gonna go get the color. Got to record the first one, but I was able to get them out with the last one out with this oscillating saw. I need to adjust my ladder. This is not gonna work. This should be better. This angle. It's one. I have 3 screws on this one to get out. There she goes. All right, now I'm going to change the blade on this and clean this area up. So I got all the lights off. Now I am preparing the piece of metal to go up there. So currently I am putting beetle tape around the edges. just to keep it watertight.
Probably should use mountain grass, but whatever. Getting grass on beetle tape. I'm gonna have to do extra beetle tape there. For some reason this tape is all messed up there. It's like gotten thin. This whole section, what's wrong with it? Alright. There's a little too much grass going on right here. That's better. Scissors. I'm gonna go back over on this edge over here where it was all super light on beetle tape for some reason and add some more. It's sticking to me.
I'm adding more here. I did it on the ones up front, but the back of the bus, where these go, the previous people or the previous school clearly hit something or backed into something, so it's a little warped up there. So I'm adding a little bit extra butyl tape just to fill in those seams and gaps. All right. Ready to go up. I'm going to grab a handful of rivets. I got a lot in there. Right. Let's get this in. Rivet here. That's there. That's there. Okay. Push that in. Then use my rivet gun to keep it in there nice and tight. Now that's not going anywhere.
Use this drill bit here to deburr the holes so I can get a watertight seal. Beware the holes. Rivet them. Oh. Nothing. Just some rivet heads fell down. Oh, is this your cord in my car? It is, yeah. Okay. I know the guy who plays basketball. I don't know him.
And there it is. They're both in. I'll come up and trim up the butyl tape later. I also removed that window on the bottom. I'm gonna remove all these. I'll probably do a video of that some other time. But this is what it'll end up looking like on all of them. And I'm gonna install a backup camera and stuff like that. Whoa. And this way I can insulate everything and install some double pane RV windows. Not here, but over by my desk and kitchen. I also want to get rid of these and put LED lights. All right, I've got a mess out. Time to clean it all up.